Hey guys, welcome to DevOpsSchool. In this video tutorial, we are going to teach you about Jenkins, which is a very popular continuous integration tool. After going through this tutorial, I promise you that the concept and understanding of the Jenkins will be absolutely clear to you.
But before that, let me ask you a few things. Are you dreaming of a career with higher pay and more responsibilities? Or are you ready to take your skills to the next level this year? Then start investing in DevOpsSchool certification level courses which will help you to emerge skills for a wide range of entry-level roles and as well as higher potential future positions. But with thousands of courses online and in classroom worldwide, finding the right one for your career goals can be difficult. You can consider our courses like Agile Developer, Agile QA, DevOps Certified Professionals, Site Reliability Engineering, DevSecOps, and Masters in DevOps Engineering, where you will have access to well-structured, easy-to-follow course content that has been developed and will be delivered by industry professionals. You can join on our training programs globally through online platforms, and if you are looking for classroom workshops, then we have regular sessions available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi NCR, Mumbai, and in Pune. Simply compare our many courses, find the one that suits your style and schedule best, and start today.
Okay, and save and continue. So usually you will have some host name. You can give. So I'm gonna mute you all again. Sorry, someone is making noise. Sorry. So usually in organizations, you will have host name. For now, we'll go ahead with the IP address. If you want to update your IP address, here is the place you need to update your host name, and then click on save and finish. That's it. So now our beautiful Jenkins dashboard is gonna come up. Here you go, clear. So at quick glance at the dashboard, here is the main links which are useful as part of Jenkins usage. So a new item, it's gonna help you out to create the new jobs or folders or project structure, whatever it is, the dashboards view and stuff, and manage Jenkins. It will it will have all the administration stuff related to Jenkins, like configuring the tools, backup, or managing the security, managing the users or whatnot, and build history. So it will give the list of build statuses for last based on your configuration. So it will show all the history of your builds, and also the people who are logged in, and also people what kind of access they have, and if you use AD and all this stuff, this is helpful. And also views, you can customize the views, because in organizations there are thousands of people out there, so and thousands of jobs are being created, so you don't need to look at all of them. So you can create your custom view related to your project if you're not using the project folder, so that you can use your own view. Again, I will show you, don't worry. The credentials plugin, so this plugin is very useful when you are using when you're trying to store the passwords and usernames, tokens, or private keys, any secrets you need to send it to as part of the Jenkins build process or deployment process. You need to use this plugin. Okay, and then here this is the section your information, who logged in. Okay, and if when you click on that, you can get your information related to that user, and you can configure it. There are some tokens. Okay, it's not part of this session anyway. This is we will go through them again when we have the time at the end of the session. If not, we'll cover it in as part of advanced Jenkins concepts. Okay, and then apart from that, okay, so this is the Jenkins version you will see here. Okay, and pretty much that's it. So now let's go back and let's start creating the build pipeline, starting with the one job, and we'll take it from there. Okay, now I'm gonna work on one Java project as part of demo. So okay, here you go. So as part of Java project, okay, my code is in like Azure. There are 10 developers are working. Okay. 10 developers are working on my Java project. Okay, name called demo app. Okay, that is Java based project. My code is in GitHub. So I use Git as version control tool and GitHub as a Git server where I push my code. All my 10 developers will push the code to the shared GitHub repo. And then I use Maven as a build tool. So I already wrote the pom.xml file that. And then I got the JUnit test cases. So now whatever the code these 10 people are writing down, they write the test cases which which checks for their features. So whatever the code they develop, they create the test cases. So as part of that, we run the JUnit test cases. They run the JUnit to analyze the test cases, and also we are going to package that as jar or war file, and then okay, run the code analysis, static code analysis. What? Okay, sorry. And using SonarQube. So what it does is, so it will take my code and it will look for any bugs, any duplicate code, anything which violates the security standards or the Java definitions, the Java docs, and all this stuff. This will help to find out the find out the guy who causing the issues or maintaining the poor code standards, and help the organization in terms of securing or getting the better code. Okay, and then
one question here.
Oh,
should we not run the static code analysis before like building the jar?
you can technically, that's where you do. I'm sorry. I mean, usually that's okay. You can do that. Either way is fine. Okay. I mean, the reports are already generated as part of Maven. Okay.
Okay.
So you just need to send it to the SonarQube server. Okay, I might.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's anyway. Okay. Okay, and then deploy to dev, and then deploy to integration environment. And then deploy to acceptance, and then manual approval, and then deploy to prod. So this is the life cycle of my project. So once the developers check in their code, okay, every minute, so or every day, what my project, what my Jenkins job. So I'm going to create Jenkins jobs for all this. What my Jenkins job is going to do is, it is going to check out the source code from GitHub, and it's going to build it, and it is going to run the test case. I mean, it's the part of Maven. It's going to run the test cases and do the code analysis, and it package it and war file and jar file, push it to Nexus. Okay, and then from there you deploy to the dev or integration environment, and then acceptance, and then deploy to prod. So we're not going to discuss about this. This is part of continuous delivery. Okay, so for now, till deploy to acceptance. So in any of this process, if something fails, then we are going to send out communication to the developers. Okay, so having said that, if you guys don't have any questions, I will go ahead and start creating one quick job, and we'll take it from there. Any questions, guys?
Yes, sir. I have one question, but once you
Sure. Okay, you can ask me later. That's fine.
Complete this because something related with the
Sorry, I did not get your question. So what was that? I speaking. Okay.
yes. Uh, how do I get pass parameters uh, from Git?
What, I did not get that. What was that? How did we get the parameters for Git?
How can I pass a Jenkins parameter from Git?
Yes, that is called webhook. So I mean, it's not pass. You are gonna kick off the job. Yes. Answer is yes. Okay. Let's demo project. The project is called demo project, and the first is gonna be um, uh, check out build the build. Okay, so that's called P. So we as a first step we're gonna build the project. So Jenkins, okay, so whatever the things you create in Jenkins is called a job. Okay, so it's a build job or package job or deploy job or some sysadmin job or some task. So you call it as a job, everything as a job. So in most of the organizations, you create a folders for each project. Okay, and then underneath you can create the jobs, but for now I'm going to create it here. So I'm going to choose as a freestyle. So that's a default project, and you can call the build, I mean you can configure whatever you want on in the Jenkins job. Okay, pre-build, that's a build job. Okay, I could have been called build job. Okay, I'll rename it later. Okay. Okay, so if you see on the top for every job, there are 5 sections. One is general. This is where it's a metadata of your job or your whatever the uh, task you want to do, whatever you want to try to accomplish using this job configuration. So this is job is build the code. So, and then there is a section called source code management. So where is, you need to tell this Jenkins job where is your source code, either it is in Git or SVN or Perforce or TFS or wherever it is, and then you need to configure that. And then there is a section called okay, I'll come back to that. So there's a section called build. So this is where you need to tell either what is your build tool, either Ant or Maven or Gradle or whatever the build tool you want to use. Okay, and then okay, and then there is a post build action. So there's the next section is post build. So what happens after the build? So do you want to kick off another job, or if something fails, do you want to send out notification to the developers? So you configure it based on your requirement. So for now my job, okay, and then okay, let me come back this one. Okay, before going there, build triggers. So this is the what is my build trigger. So when you want to get this job triggered, so either nightly, every day, or there's a poll SCM. This is what famous Jenkins is for. So you can tell Jenkins, hey, run this job every day at night, some 9 p.m. Every day, okay, every day at 9 a.m. Okay, in the format of cron. So what it does is every hour, so every hour it will go ahead and run this okay job. So or if you wanna run it specific day, you can mention like So minute, hour, day of the month, and month, okay, and then week, okay, how many days you want to build. Okay, let's assume I want to build every day at 9, okay. See, so if I want to build every day at 9 a.m., so I will just put okay, every day at 9 p.m. 9 a.m. Run the job today at, okay, today this one and this one. Okay, this is what build periodically. So, and there's a concept called poll SCM. Okay, this is famous for, this is why famous Jenkins is so famous. So you tell Jenkins when you want to trigger the job. Poll SCM, what it does mean. So you can put like, okay, every 2 minutes. So every 2 minutes, check in my GitHub. If someone else doing the changes, then trigger the job. Every 2 minutes, check for that. So you can also tell, okay, every day at 5 p.m. Okay, every day at 5 p.m. Okay, check for the people changes, and then if any changes to there, then trigger. If not, just ignore, don't build it. Okay, and also you can tell one more thing, GitHub hook trigger. So you can tell, hey, if someone check in to my my GitHub repo, trigger this Jenkins job. Okay, and also you can whenever someone create a pull request, and also you can say when other projects are built, and trigger builds remotely if you want to do manual, I mean through API or some other scripts from different tool. So these are the build triggers. Okay, and build environment. So these are the okay, these are the you need to prepare the build environment. For example, if your build need usernames or passwords, or if you want to add the timestamps, and if the build doesn't respond within some time, just discard it. Okay, for now don't worry about all this. Okay, for now what we are going to do is we are going to use the git. Okay, and here we go, we get the source code. Okay, so by the way, this ScmGalaxy, this is okay, our repository where our project is been checked in. So this is a public repo, so I don't need to have any credentials, so I can just use this. And then here you go, so it's saying error performing the commit to this one. What does that mean? So we installed the git plugin, but we did not install the git on the server, as I told you. So if you remember correctly, so you need to install the plugin, and you need to okay, and also you need to install it on the server and configure it. Okay, so let's go ahead and install the okay, git. Let's check if git is there or not. So git is not there. Okay, you need to install the git in order to use that plugins on the UI. Sorry, install git -y. Okay, now you see, now that error will go away. Okay, don't worry about that, it will go away. Okay, this is a public, so, and this is a master branch, and that's it. Click on apply and save. Don't worry about all the options, we'll go through them later again. Okay, and go ahead and click on build now.
Guru, I have a question.
Wait for a minute. Okay, so once you configure that, okay, so you need to click if you want to run that build, you need to click on build now, so that will trigger the job. Okay, and here is the console output, so you need to click on that ball, so it will take you to the that job specific okay, the job specific log. So this is the build number 1. So okay, And if you want to have a closer look at it, what happened? So in the workspace, it checked out the code, and that's it. It finished it successfully. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. What's your question?
Hey, Guru, can you go back and look at the parameters? How what you set for this job?
Parameters?
I mean, yeah. I mean, what is the configuration we set for this job?
Okay, cool. Okay, I'll show that. Okay, cool. So, okay, let me show you as you asked. So okay, once that is build is done, you will see the success bar. That success, it is green or okay, green or blue. Okay, blue. If you install the plugins, that will change as green. And if you want to look at the job configuration, there is a section called configure. So this is build specific links. So configure, rename, build, workspace is the place whatever the project, the job specific files are going to be checked out, are being generated as part of the build process. And build now is the one which actually triggers job. Okay, now let's go to configure. Okay, so what was your question again? Could you please repeat?
No, I want to see. I mean, what has been we set it for this job? What parameters? So
Okay, I will go to the main. So as part of the Jenkins job, so I just okay. This project is all about this. You know what is the general data, right? It's about the what my page is passed. Can you guys see my screen?
yeah, we can see.
Hey, such a Bharat. Karan, I think it's a issue with your GoToMeeting. I think please try to rejoin. Okay, cool. Maybe internet issue. Okay, that's fine. Okay, sorry guys, sorry for interruption. So this is about job. So check out the source code. Okay, so in the job, so where is your source code? So our source code is in Git, so in GitHub. So we just give the GitHub URL. So how to get the GitHub URL? If you go to, okay, let me go from here. Okay,
Can you copy this URL?
okay, you can copy that URL. So I think I hope you guys already gone through the Git session, right? So this is where you can get the repository URL. You get that, and then a copy here. Okay, and then that's it. That's checking out the source code.
Okay, so Guru, I mean, here we are building, right? Build means we are not. Are we doing Maven with Maven? This, or are we just pulling the source code here?
For now, just putting the source code. So check out source code. Okay. So okay, I will go through the rest of the stuff. Okay, in a minute. Okay.
I have the question. Should I ask?
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, you in the server you installed Git, but you are using GitHub. So GitHub is it integrated with Git?
Okay. Okay. Sorry. I think it's I mean it's not okay. Let me put this way. GitHub is the Git server, right?
Yes.
Okay, where you host your Git code. Okay, so the Git plugin. So the Git plugin only cares about what is the URL for my Git code. So if you give that Git URL, either it is in GitHub or Bitbucket or some on your own GitHub hosting repository, it doesn't matter. If it is a public repository, it will get the code. So Git is a generic client tool. It doesn't matter. It works with any hosting provider. Is that clear? Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? Okay. Now it's 10:11 a.m. right? Let's take a 15 minutes break. Okay, and then we'll come back and we'll go through building using Maven through Jenkins, and also Jnet test cases and Sonar Cube and deploying to Nexus and more or less we'll see all this remaining agenda. Okay, and we'll go through the Jenkins administration too. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know now. So
Yeah.
when we're back,
Uh,
we'll just
One question.
go ahead.
So by like end of our demo, you'll will be seeing like the way the pipelines are staged, right? First
Of
build,
course.
then
So I'm going to
process,
create a build pipeline view. So you will see all the steps in
each individual
pipeline.
stage, kind of like
Yeah.
after one after other. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So I mean,
And
I just so for now we are here. So later we are going to create all other jobs, and then you
yeah,
will
that's
see
fine.
beautiful pipeline later.
Super. Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? Okay. Okay. Cool. So just before going to that, just I want you guys aware of what is the Maven life cycle. So as part of build process using Maven, so it always validates the code, compile the code, and run the test code. Run the test cases and package it. So a package means like either war file or jar file, whatever you mentioned in the XML file. Okay, a jar file in our case, and then verify that. So if any verification criteria, like, so if you can set the limits, that is not part of this topic, but you can set the Sonar Cube limits, so that if it meets this criteria, then only qualify this build as successful, otherwise just fail it. And then install. So what it does is it will build the var file or jar file, and it will put in our .m2 repository. So whenever whenever we install Maven, that will also create the local Maven repository, so where it will cache all our project artifacts and then deploy. So what is meant by deploy in this case is deploying to one of the repository management system, Artifactory, or the project Artifactory repository management systems like Artifactory or Nexus, or uh, some other third-party repository management system. So that's what a deploy does. So it will take the var file or jar file, it will put into the Nexus or Artifactory. So now, so as part of the first step, what we got is we got the Java code from GitHub. Now we need to use Maven to compile it. Okay, so now let's create a job for compiling it.
Hey, Guru, quick question, Guru.
How come I didn't mute all, right? How come someone can still speak? That's interesting. Who is the Anwar?
Yeah. Just quick question.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the first build, right? So once we check out the code, it cloned that code repository and it put in a local server, right? I mean, in the server, Jenkins server, right? What is which directory the code will be located?
Oh, perfect. Okay, let me go through that. Okay, so okay, before that, okay, that's a very good question you asked even before I show it. Okay, but anyway, so usually this is how once you build the successful project, this is how the dashboard looks like. So this is the workspace. This is where all your code files are, the generated files will be saved here. So whatever related to this job, under this folder only. Okay,
Please enroll for our channel membership $399 plan to get access of all the parts.
if you go to workspace, you will see all these files. So where is this workspace? So if you want any details specific to this build, okay, so you need to go through the log. Okay, so usually it is going to save under workspace. So where is it going to be your workspace? It's going to be under your Jenkins home. Okay. Let me show you where is your Jenkins home before that. Okay. If we go to Jenkins and if we go to manage Jenkins, so you can get it from log. I will show that, but before that, I want you guys to familiar with this information too. So whatever related to Jenkins, that is going to be stored under var lib Jenkins. That's it. So if you're looking for some file, you have to go and look into this folder. Okay. Now let's go back to his question. So where is the current code has been checked out? Okay. Let's go ahead and look at the log. So okay, first who kicked off the job is a guru. Okay. And where this project is being checking in, I mean where this project is checked out, sorry, where this project is checked out, this is the place. Okay, here we go, and let's copy this and we'll go and look into the server. We'll go and look in the server either it is really checked out or not. Okay, what happened after it cloned the git repository from this guy. Okay, it fetches all the tags, this is git stuff, and it checks out whatever the branch you say. Okay, it checks out the branch specific revision. That's it, and it will show what was the last commit message and then successful. Okay, let's go back and see if that is really checked out here or not. Okay, now what is this? Okay, here we go. Here is our files. Okay, is that answer your question, Anwar?
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, any other question, guys? Okay, so now let's go back and do the compile job. Okay, new item, project called compile the code. So you know what, hey, can you please go on mute? Who is that? Let me mute Anwar. Okay. Okay, cool. I muted everyone. So you don't need to copy everything. Just you can copy. So how you can take the job and copy from that. Okay. Okay, new item. Okay, so this time we're gonna compile it. Okay, for that we're gonna create job as p compile code is a Maven and copy from p build. So it will copy the whatever the configuration which is in that job to the job, and then on top of it. So what we have to do now, we already we are going to check out the source code. So we are going to check out the source code, and then so you have to use a build tool. So in our case, what is our build tool? Maven is our build tool. Okay, and what we have to do Maven using Maven, you have to compile the code and then see your target is compile. So and then you need to click apply. Okay, and save. Okay, here you go, guys. So I'm gonna build it now. It is gonna fail. The reason is you did not install the Maven on the server. You just install the plugin, but I wanna let it fail, and then we'll go ahead and install the Maven later in the stage. Okay, you know what? Why it failed? Maven. There is no Maven here. So what was we discussed before? Whatever you have to do, you need to install the plugin and you need to install that the software utility on the server and then configure it. Okay, so let's go back and look at mvn-version. So there is no Maven. So this time I'm not going to do install Maven because I can do using Jenkins too. I will ask Jenkins to install the Maven for me. So how we do that? So let's go back to Jenkins. Okay, and let's go to manage Jenkins, and let's go to the global tool configuration. So this is where you tell your Jenkins to install the required tools. Okay, and then it is gonna take care of the job for you. Okay, last time when we don't have Git on the server, we installed it. But this time I will ask I will ask Maven. I mean, sorry, I will ask Jenkins to install the Maven for me. So I'm going to install Maven. Okay, this time I'm going to ask, hey, go ahead and install Maven 3.6.1 for me. So install it automatically. This will take care of the job. So it will go and fetch the Maven Maven zip package from internet, and then downloads it and uncompress it. I mean, unzip it, and then copy to the user local bin, and it does the job for you. Okay, so you can also instruct. You can also instruct Jenkins to go through the manual steps, but that is not required at this moment. But go ahead and save it. So this time, what it does is, okay, now let's go back to so now you install the Maven. Now let's look at a Jenkins job again and see if we can use that Maven which you configured as part of the Jenkins to run the job. Okay, advanced. Here you go. You see that? Sorry, it's on top. Okay, so you see that, so you can install how many versions you want using Jenkins. You tell Jenkins to install multiple versions, and you can choose one of the required Maven version, and then click on apply and save it. And when you click on the build now box, okay, build now button, if it is going to try to install, if it's not Maven there, it's going to install it, and then it will build the job for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Here you go. Now what it did was Jenkins also configured Maven for you, and then it compiled the code. Perfect. So when you do the when you do the Maven compile or Maven install or whatever the Maven step in on the first run, so it is the Maven itself needs to set up. It requires a lot of libraries. So it will, on the first run, it will go to the internet and download all the required packages and keep it in a .m2 repository. Okay, so let's go back and look at the job is finished successfully or not. Here you go. So let's go ahead and look at. Oh, you know what? It installed on where? Let me show you. So it is installed on here. Okay, so this one. So if you want to make it as a Maven available to the system, you can copy this. This is the, here you go. There you go. So the Maven version is 3.61. So if you want to make it this one to the global, you can copy that one to okay, CP. Okay, here you go. This is not required. Just I'm showing you guys in case why the first one was didn't work. So when I click on Maven my profile, by default it will look in user/local/bin. So that's the reason it did not work. So now if I do Maven version, now oh, You know what? I did a mistake. Okay, I need to symlink it. Not actually. This is required lot of libraries. Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
What?
it is ln hyphen l, right, for soft link.
Oh, not ls. Sorry, ln minus fs. So, okay, I'm sorry, guys. That is type of mistake. Okay. What? There's no directory. Okay, something wrong. I think I got it. Sorry, what is
No,
some?
on the first itself, you have to write the source, then second the Maven one
Oh,
on
oh.
the reverse way.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. No, that's what I did, right?
First is source, second is destination.
Hmm,
Just change it. Yeah.
I think. Oh, okay. Let me. Okay. Did I forget? Not. No way. But anyway. Okay, something wrong, guys. Okay, I think I did not like that. Maybe something wrong with that link. But anyway, for now, let's not worry about that. But it does the job for us. If you want to do that other way around, what you can do is, install Maven minus y. So that is gonna install the Maven on the local system. So by default, Jenkins can use this one too. Okay, if you don't specify. Hmm. Oh, user bin Maven. Okay. Uh, Here you go. Sorry, I was checking on the wrong place. Okay, this operating system is at. Here you go. So it installed 3.05. That is the stable release. Okay, but in our case, we used 3.6.1. Okay, that could be another reason why it was not. Okay, fetching it out. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, in overall, so this is how it works. So we compile the code now. So what we're going to do now is we are going to create the we are going to run the test cases. Okay. Oops. So I'm going to copy it from compile. Oh, p compile code. Okay. Okay, p run test quick. Okay, and then freestyle project and copy here. Okay, and that's it. It's gonna create the. Okay, in this case, we are gonna run the test cases, right? For that, so what is the Maven life cycle? It's gonna be a test. Okay, and then come on. Okay, now in this case, now once you have the test, okay, once you have the test ready, you need to generate the reports, right? So you need to use a publish. So once the test is generated, so you need to, okay, we'll come back to the job once we have the test case reports. Okay, let's run this one first. Okay, and we'll come back to that and we'll configure the surefire reports. Okay, let's click on build now. Okay, we messed up the Maven. That's fine. Let me okay, we messed up the Maven in different way. Okay, we simulated it wrong. Okay, for that what we can do is go back here. Okay, good that we screwed up, so we can tell okay, which Maven to use. Okay, so for this reason I'm gonna click on, okay, don't install manually. This is my Maven home. No, this is not Maven home. Which Maven? Let's install some 3.6.0 for now. Okay, I'm not gonna play with at this moment because it's very gonna get late. Let's go back again. Okay. Okay, now let's look at workspace. Okay, it successfully ran the job. Okay, okay, so again, once once the Maven compiles the code and okay, and it will create the folder called target and it will save the project outputs. Okay, so as part of this one, there are some surefire reports. Okay, so for that you need to, okay, now if you go back to the job again, okay, and okay, so now you can use the Jnet reporting. Okay, let's go ahead and configure the Jnet reporting plugin and to see what are the test cases they have wrote, and then what is the percentage of success. Okay, for that what you need to is you need to okay, you need to use okay, the Jnet test result report, and you need to tell where is your surefire reports. Okay, that is going to be under where, okay, let's go back again. Let's go back to workspace. Okay, it is under target under surefire reports. Okay, click on surefire I mean surefire reports and star.xml file, and then click on save and make sure that rerun the job. So once you rerun the job, it will show the test results over here. Okay, now you see, so there are no failures in the test results. So if you go here you go, this is one test cases, one is passed, 0 fail, and total is 1. So run again, you can see the test result trend. Okay, so what was your question?
Yes. So after we run this test, right, JUnit test, so these results will be the report will be stored on the target sure target directory, right?
Correct. That's right.
Okay.
So yeah.
And why we are mentioning in the JUnit in the parameter there the directory to display the output.
The directory.
Yeah, the target slash in the.
Okay, so as part of my Maven compile, okay, my Surefire plugin is going to put that configuration under the target directory. That's where it will save the test results.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the place it will go ahead by default. It is going to go ahead and create the report and going to copy it over to this folder in the format of XML file. Okay. So that's Maven does that for me.
Okay.
So if you want to specify different target, you can always specify, and you need to customize the pom.xml file for that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, so we went to 3 stages, right? Now let's before going to further stage, okay. Let's look at the pipeline view. Okay. So this is how the overall builds, right? Let's look at the pipeline view. So how you can create the pipeline view, the CI view. You need to click on this guy. Okay. Now you need to install the plugin called build pipeline. There is no pipeline view available for you. So for that, so what you need to do is, okay, this is how you need to install the plugins. Okay, let me go there. Okay, go to manage plugins. Okay, if you want to check before installing it, you can always check for if build pipeline is installed or not. Okay, it's not there. Okay, now let me go and check if it is available for me to install it on the plugin repository. So I'm going to click on build a pipeline. Here you go. Okay, I did not install it. So what I will do is I will do install without restart. This is how you can install the plugins. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now you install the plugin. Now let's create the pipeline view. Okay. Here you go. Now the pipeline is, okay, let's put CI pipeline. Okay, pipeline view. Okay. That's it. You can create that. And so you need to configure how you want to view the pipeline. Okay. So you get this now number of displayed builds. I'll choose 10. Okay, that is a number of pipelines. This is if you want to custom changes to your pipeline view, you can do that, but don't worry about that. And your start job is going to be build job. Okay, now let's click on OK. Okay, so okay, it doesn't seem right for me. So what you have to do is, okay, let's set up the flow. Okay, so what is the flow? Once you check out the code, okay, after that the next stage is going to be compile the code, right? Let's set up the, okay, whenever this project is been whenever the project has been checked out, let's go and click on okay, select the okay, kick off the other project. So what is this job? This is going to be post job, right? So once I check out this source code, go ahead and trigger the another job, okay, and compile the code. What is the job name called? P-compile the code. So when you want to kick off the job, only if build is stable, okay, if the build is successful, then only go ahead and compile the code. Okay, okay, then click on this guy. Okay, now once compile the code is over, okay, let's go back to compile code. So when the compile code is when the compile code is done, you need to run the test cases. So go ahead and click on trigger other jobs, build other projects, click on P run test cases. Perfect. So now let's go back to my pipeline and see how it looks like. Here you go. So it's a beautiful pipeline. So now what I will do is, hey, so once I set up one time, I'm gonna only care about my build pipeline view, and I go here and I simply click. Oh, here you go. Let's kick off the build. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's watch it out for a second. Okay, the build part is done. So now the compile code is happening. Okay, and then it is running the test cases. So now you can see here pretty much what is happening through my complete pipeline, end-to-end pipeline. Okay, so far we now went to this guy. Okay, now let's sonar cube analysis. Okay, as I told you.
Hi,
Okay.
Guru. I have a question. Do you refresh it manually or is it auto refresh?
So I did disable the auto refresh. Okay, if you want, you can click on enable auto refresh. That will automatically refresh your screen for you. Okay, but I mean, for training purposes, just I disabled it. Okay, so it will automatically refresh it. You see this option?
Right.
Okay, so here you go. So I don't want to see that because while I'm demoing, I don't want to get my screen on and off. Okay, that many times. Just that's why I disabled auto refresh for all my demo. Okay, so if you want, you can always go ahead and click enable auto refresh. That's usually enabled. Okay, don't worry about that. But this is how the flow looks like. So next step is going to be run the sonar cube, sonar test cases. Sonar code analysis. I will do that one part. Next one is jar and var. Okay, let's create a job so that we can view the pipeline view. Okay, let's create a jobs from okay, this guy, because I need to go through the Jenkins administration part too, and then some polling and scheduling job. For that, let's go very quick. Okay, let's create new item. P dot. Okay, now it's going to be package. Okay, I'm gonna show you the sonar separately. Okay, because that requires changes in format.xml file and you need to set it up. Okay, run from p run test. Okay, so you don't need this as part of this step. You just put it as a package. Okay, and then deploy, save it. And build now.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the Jenkins session so far, please enroll for our channel membership $3.99 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $3.99 plan and grow your skills immensely.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.